don't ever let yourself go. And I don't even mean that in a nasty way. Let's just say since then, I vowed to never let my weight go or just my appearance in general. And I do believe as women that we hold ourselves to a higher standard versus men.
Why do we let ourselves go when we're in a happy relationship? Men and women both do this. Okay, in the beginning when you're trying to find a partner, you're always trying to look your best, look sharp, put on that good impression. But after you found your partner and you're happy, kind of slowly lose interest in looking your best at all times.
There's been times I've let myself go, and I saw a girl talking about this topic earlier, but it is really so important that you hold on to yourself, and appearance-wise, mind, body, spirit, everything, always be working on yourself.
So first and foremost, I say this from personal, actual experience. It happens. However, it's when you catch yourself in the relationship and realizing I've let myself go. And this can span from physical as well as emotional, etc. But a lot of this does have to do with physical, which starts with the mind.
Because what so many women do is that they're putting everybody else on the front and their selves are on the back.
Ladies, no matter what life throws at you, never let yourself go. Staying strong, sharp, and glowing isn't just about looks, it's about self-respect. In this video, we're talking real talk on keeping your standards high and your spirit even higher. Let's get into it. And if you're about leveling up, hit that subscribe button and join the journey.
One thing that I'm learning in my 20s is don't ever let yourself go for a man. You get into a relationship with a guy, don't stop doing your hair, don't stop doing your nails, don't stop doing your self-care days, all because you already caught your catch. Men like to see their woman upkept and up to par. When you go outside, you are the trophy. So therefore, act like one.
Okay, this one's gonna ruffle some feathers, but it's okay because I'm always honest. Let's stop normalizing letting ourselves go when we are in a relationship or get married. Hi, my name is Trish and I'm a feminine soft skills expert. So first and foremost, I say this from personal, actual experience. It happens. However, it's when you catch yourself in the relationship and realizing I've let myself go. And this can span from physical as well as emotional, etc. But a lot of this does have to do with physical, which starts with the mind and the behaviors and habits that manifest into our body. And I get it, ladies, our bodies change as we get older. But, if you care about attraction in your relationship and you actually want to keep your partner attracted to you long term, it's important because your body's actually a physical manifestation of your behaviors.
Letting yourself go as soon as you get into a relationship or when you're married. I hear so many times from women oh, I'm married now, he's stuck with me, I can wear whatever I want, I can look like a hobo, blah, blah, blah. Why would you even want to do that? Why the hell would you want to look bad? You still have to look at yourself in the mirror, honey. It's not just about him. It's about you too. I'm a big believer and you should always want to look good for yourself because you deserve it for you. And especially when you're married, wouldn't you want your husband to always look at you and be like, wow, she's gorgeous? I'm not saying you always have to get dressed up and but when you look in the mirror, don't you want to be like, I look good for you, no one else, but for you. Ladies, stop getting into a relationship or getting married or talking to a guy and be like, okay, he loves me. I don't care about how I look anymore. I don't care about what I read. I don't care anymore. I don't have to do all this stuff. No. Let's stop that now. And let's always make sure that we look good for ourselves because you don't want to break up, glow up. You want to always glow up.
There is one very simple thing that you need to stop doing right now if you are a woman, because it is quite literally keeping you from the very essence of who you are, from your magnetism, from your worth, from your own self-love, from all of it. And when you stop doing this one thing, you are going to notice how deeply you fall back in love with yourself, with your life, with everything. So here's what you're gonna do. You are going to stop, completely and utterly stop attaching your self-worth to your level of output or productivity. And let me tell you why this is so unbelievably important. As a woman, your body functions on a 28 to 32 day hormonal cycle. And each phase, each week or so of that cycle, your hormonal levels, your energy levels, your fucking everything levels are completely different than the week before. Which means that biologically, your body was literally created to be more and less productive certain times throughout the month. Which means that if you are attaching your worth to your level of productivity, you are never going to have high self-worth, period. Because you are not supposed to be productive all the time. You are not supposed to be outputting a lot all of the time. You are supposed to rest for a good portion of the month. Your body was literally not made to be mass producing results, output, work, all of that. So the more you attach your worth to your productivity, the more you're going to see your self-worth dwindle and dwindle and dwindle and fall and suffer. You are worthy because you exist, period. And you got to start acting like it.
Ladies, stop letting yourselves go. I don't care how long you've been in that relationship, how many kids you got, you just had a baby. Don't let yourselves go. Take care of yourselves. Physically, mentally. Try something new to your hair. Buy a new wardrobe. And most importantly, take care of your body. Go to the gym. Work out. If you don't want to go to the gym, go for a walk. Change your diet up. Oh, and stop crashing out about these niggas. Stop looking through that man's phone. Stop nagging. Stop assuming. Stop accusing. Stop worrying about what he's doing behind your back. Once you learn your worth, you are not going to care what a nigga is doing behind your back. That's going to be his loss. We as women have to do better. For real, we are so young and beautiful. Life is so short. Like, I feel like we all owe it to ourselves to stop stressing.
Okay, so not to contradict like the video I just made, and I mean, I'm actually taking my own advice. Like, this video is for me. I'm preaching to myself because I used to be, I used to be guilty of this, and I wish I would have done differently. But ladies, just because you're married does not mean that you have to give up on your looks as well. Like, yeah, the inside is way more important, but that same energy that you had when y'all were dating, you would get fixed up, you would take care of yourself. Like, don't let it go. Don't get lazy just because y'all are married. Still try to brush your hair, look nice when he gets home, eat healthy and exercise once in a while, things like that, because you want to show that, you're putting a little bit effort. Of course, he should still love you regardless, but why make it harder for them to love us, Just really goes a long way, and I promise you they will appreciate you, trying to look nice for them once in a while. And another thing that I remember on the prior video that she was like kind of mad about was that us Wonder Bread girls, we're willing to change for our husbands, and them, they're not going to change for nobody. That right there is a Jezebel. Like, speaking, I know y'all are not gonna like this, but yes, as the wives, we do submit to our husbands, and it's just it's not that we're willing to change because of them. It's that we understand the importance of submitting to our husbands. We want to please God more than anything, and if God wants us to submit to our husbands, he comes first, so that's what he gets. Why do we let ourselves go when we're in a happy relationship? Men and women both do this. Okay, in the beginning, when you're trying to find a partner, you're always trying to look your best, look sharp, put on that good impression. But after you found your partner and you're happy, you kind of slowly lose interest in looking your best at all times. Now, why is that? Once you settle down, there's not as much urgency because you found someone. The physical form of revealing your bad personality traits once you settle down. Granted, as we get older, our body changes, therefore our lifestyle changes. And oftentimes we have children and we prioritize them. We're either devoting more energy to children or work instead of ourselves. We're on the go more often. So instead of spending the time to cook something healthy, we're often grabbing something that's unhealthy. So we're dealing with the inevitable aging process and lifestyle changes, but you shouldn't let yourself go in the process. You should prioritize yourself, and by doing so, you can prioritize your family. Take care of your mental health and physical appearance because it does matter. Once we're comfortable, we naturally want to let ourselves go or be more relaxed, which is okay, but you shouldn't completely let yourself go. Making sure you don't let yourself go and staying in shape is so important for mental health, and not only that, it ensures that you can live a long life with your family. That's not the most important thing. So not only is it important for you, but it's also important for your partner. The person they fell in love with, that's who they want. Maybe not exactly what they want, but you should always put in effort to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and your appearance. Yes, life gets busy, but don't let yourself go in the process.
I do not care how much you love your man. Do not let yourself go. I look good every single day. I love to get ready. I'm keeping up my maintenance. I go to the gym. My ass stays fat even though my man doesn't go to the gym. And I have that poor man stress. Like, he wishes he could be with me all the time. He is stressed. Like, he is literally stressed all the time because he knows that I go out looking good. And he literally does anything and everything to please me. Like if I want to go out for dinner, if I'm like, I want to go do something, he will do anything, give me what I want to do or what I want. So protective. He's so loving. I don't necessarily think it's because physically I look good, but I think because I personally feel good and I feel so confident, and they see that. Men can see and feel that. When you don't feel confident about yourself, when you're very insecure, that is not attractive. And when you hold yourself at a higher standard, they feel it and it keeps them on their toes. So again, ladies, I do not care how much you love that man. I promise you, do not let yourself go. Love yourself, because nothing in this life is promised, and you don't want to let yourself go and then that man leave you. And then you got to start, no, like, whether you have a man or not, that's not an excuse. Stay pretty, stay healthy, because you're going to feel good. It's not even for them that you're doing it for. You're doing it for yourself. I promise you, like, when you feel great about yourself, that good energy pulls like towards you. Life gets so much more easier when you take care of yourself, when you look presentable, when you're ready to go, when you're healthy, when your skin looks good, you smell good, and it's worth it.
Here are 4 things that you can do to never go back to looking like COVID you. And you know what I'm talking about when I say COVID you. These 4 things, for the most part, are simple and accessible to everyone. So honestly, there shouldn't be any excuses. The first thing is going to be walking. Now, I know everyone says, 10,000 steps, 10,000 steps. Well, the reality is sometimes you cannot get 10,000 steps in. Have a goal of a minimum of 5,000 steps a day. That could be after work, before work, on your lunch break, whatever it is. Just get your body moving and walking. And if it's hard for you to actually get outside and walk, maybe you can think about investing in a treadmill or something that you can do stationary at the house. Or you can even invest in a walking desk if you don't have the garage space or space in general to put an actual treadmill in the house or in the apartment. Second, drinking water. Now, I know everyone says drink water, but all jokes aside, if you want to feel less bloated, less inflamed, less puffy, drink water. Water pretty much is going to flush out any toxins in your body and keep you hydrated. Third one has, I think, the most benefits, and that's going to be cooking at home. Cooking at home not only saves you money, but you actually know what you are putting in your body. And when you know what you are putting in your body, you can actually control how much you eat, what you eat, and what it's actually cooked in. So many things today are cooked in seed oils, which pretty much just make your body feel super inflamed. That's why when you eat something that is super seed oil heavy, you feel foggy, like you can't think, your mind is kind of unclear, and then you also just feel bloated and lazy. The fourth one is not food related. The fourth thing that you can do is pick up a hobby. It's so important to have a creative outlet. It looks different for everyone, and it should, but do something that is for yourself, and it allows you to have your juices flowing, and you can take your mind off of everything else.
Oh, and another thing, just because you're in a relationship and that man is like, oh, I like you just how you are, girl, let me tell you right now, if you feel like you need to lose a few pounds or you feel like you're letting yourself go, don't let it get too far, okay? Because God forbid if you guys end up breaking up or whatever, it'll be harder for you to get back into the market if you're out of shape than if you maintained yourself and focused on your health throughout the whole relationship. I'm not fat shaming anybody or negatively on size or whatever like that. But I'm just telling you, one of the greatest things that I'm so grateful for, as now I'm a single mom, I didn't let myself go in that relationship. Girl, my whole pregnancy, I was in the gym, okay? Throughout my pregnancy, I gained between 10 to 15 pounds. That's it. I gained the most weight, like after I had my child, I gained probably like 5 more pounds. So I was like 20 pounds over the weight that my normal weight. But again, the weight didn't look crazy because I was in the gym the whole time. Listen, if there's anything that you take from this video or take from anything that I say, do not let yourself go. Pregnancy is not an excuse to let yourself go, okay? Because while you're pregnant, everyone's like, oh my God, you look so cute, da da da. Once you have that baby, the guidelines change. They're gonna be like, damn, she had that baby and now she look da da da. No, you don't want that. So if you're pregnant right now, especially if you're in the early stages of your pregnancy and you're having a good, healthy pregnancy, please, I beg, get into the gym, go for a walk, do something to stay active. It is also good for the baby and it's also good for you, and it'll help you in the delivery room if you're staying active throughout the pregnancy. So,
Ladies, do not let yourself go. That is a huge thing you need to keep in the back of your head every single day. There's been times I've let myself go, and I saw a girl talking about this topic earlier, but it is really so important that you hold on to yourself, and appearance-wise, mind, body, spirit, everything. Always be working on yourself. It can be extremely hard if you're in a depressive state, if you're feeling insecure, if you're going through grief, if you're going through anything tough. It's very easy to let yourself go. It's very easy to start eating your feelings. It's very easy to not shower. It's very easy to stop getting your eyebrows done and your nails done and stop taking care of yourself. But you gotta do those things. And you don't even realize that in the midst of your mind being so shadowed and being so dark, when you make yourself presentable, when you feel good in your own skin and you feel like you look your best, that will automatically help your mindset. The unfortunate truth in this world, we have to be real with ourselves. Appearance is currency. People will treat you different based on how you walk in a room, based on how you're dressed, based on how you look. People will treat this person just looks good, but this person's heart is boo-boo. But this person got the purest heart. This person is so kind, so beautiful on the inside, but just because this person walked in looking better, they're gonna treat this one better. They're gonna let this one cut in the line. So you gotta understand that you gotta do this for you. People respect you different when you walk into a room. Like I take care of myself, and I'm not just talking about how you were born, just how you get yourself ready. Take care of your health. Get in the gym, eat healthier, drink your water. These are very simple things to live by. Go get in the sun, do your steps throughout the day. Make sure you're moving your body, and all of that comes into play with how you look as well. You're gonna have more energy, your skin's gonna be more glowy, you're gonna be more vibrant, and you're going to be respected differently. And you're gonna prove to yourself, even when you're going through hard times, I'm gonna do the right thing for me because I love me. That is a form of self-love, y'all. Getting ready and doing things that you don't want to do, but you know you got to do it for your future self, delayed gratification, that is self-love. But don't let yourself go. Don't let yourself go over nothing, not over a boy, not over nothing. Keep working on yourself, and you don't need to seek motivation. Your self-love is your motivation. But yeah, that was my little TED Talk rant. I love y'all. Bye.
I work hard for a lot of things, but the number one thing I work hard to do is to make sure that my husband can say he has a hot wife. Because it's not going to be my husband that you guys are going to be laughing at. Impossible. I always say, as soon as you get into a relationship, that is when you need to look your best. I just got up and did my hair for no reason. I'm not going anywhere. I just want to look good. People don't understand that if you don't get up to make yourself look good, you're not just randomly going to start doing it next year. You're not just randomly going to start doing it in 2 years. You need to make it part of a habit. As in, sometimes I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I'm bored. I need to look cute. So I got up and I did my hair for no reason whatsoever. And luckily for me, this is actually my boyfriend's favourite hairstyle. So, wow. To be somebody's hot wife is my very, very big goal. I'm sorry. Looks mean a lot to me. And I was having this conversation with someone the other day and I was like to them, listen, don't think that you're vain because you care about what you look like. You should care about what you look like, because your outward appearance really affects how you feel inside. And when people want to sit here and say, oh no, it doesn't matter. And of course, don't be superficial and do not base your entire worth on your looks. but do care about it. Okay? Ta-ta.
You're getting married in a year, which tells me you are engaged, which tells me you're in a relationship, which also tells me you shouldn't be comfortable.
That's true.
So what's going on? You should always be keeping your partner on their head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Always. There's no room for being lax. There's no room to gain weight. Maybe happy weight. But you should always make yourself a priority. Don't walk around with those sweaters all the time. Make sure you have a little something. Hello? You're getting
That's
married.
real. You know, my
You're
mom used
getting
to say
married.
that. She used to say that. She used to say, if you're wearing hoodies and sweaters that are too big, one day you're going to fit them.
Hello? You're getting married, okay? No hoodies all the time. The same way he met you with the same energy is how you should be carrying yourself. Find another comfortable outfit to wear, something colorful. You should be walking out the door like this. Hey, babe, headed to the gym, getting ready. He like, damn, where's she going? Baby, he should be grabbing you before you run out the door. Come here real quick.
I am watching this.
Okay? I'm just saying.
Oh,
That's the
goodness. Thank
energy.
you.
You're welcome, beautiful, and you're gorgeous. You got a good face.
Don't let yourself go back there. There are pieces of your life that are meant to stay in the past, and some of those pieces have names and a heartbeat and the audacity to text you back just as you're starting to heal. But darling, if they loved you, it wouldn't take your absence for them to realize it. It wouldn't take your silence for them to start listening. It wouldn't take this long for them to reach out. So before you settle, before you text them back, listen to this again.
We're not even going to say that it's okay anymore. We're going to say, okay, well, this is my time. I'm going to go have my time. This is what's going to happen, X, Y, and Z. Because what so many women do is that they're putting everybody else on the front and their selves are on the back. The husband, the churn, friends, other things. And I'm not saying that they're not important. They are most certainly important. But the relationship that you have with yourself and God is vital to being happy, to being fulfilled, to loving your life, to showing up better for everybody else in that house. And then what I see so many women say, I don't have the time. You gotta make the freaking time. Those kids ain't going nowhere. They will be okay. They will run you to the ground. You have to make the time to make time for yourself. Like, even if it's at night, 10 minutes before you go to bed, wake up earlier. Do something for yourself. And it's so bad with me now. I'm to the point I unfollow all gossip pages. I don't want to hear no gossip. I don't want to talk about no negative shit. Honey, that's not my business. She said what? Oh, they doing what? Oh, that ain't got nothing to do with Ashley. So when I'm talking about taking care of yourself, I'm not just talking about physically. Like, I'm talking about taking care of your mental, blocking out the noise, doing what you feel is right for you to do. Because you cannot pour from an empty wine glass. Okay? You want the wine glass to stay full. And that's just on period. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Don't ever let yourself go. And I don't even mean that in a nasty way. But I was looking back at old photos. I think it was 2020, 21. Whenever COVID hit, girl, let's just say since then, I vowed to never let my weight go or just my appearance in general. And I do believe as women that we hold ourselves to a higher standard versus men. Think about it. Men, they get a haircut, they go to the mall, they get a new outfit, they're good to go. Us, we need our hair done, we need our nails done, our eyebrows waxed, right? It's the full shebang to get it all together. And when you think about it, being a girl's girl, there is something fun, but it could also be super stressful to just know that if you don't have one thing done, then you kind of feel just all over the place. But I say all this because putting yourself first is it's so important. And how you show up for yourself, I feel like it affects the quality of the life that you live. And I do believe that social media has taught us that self-care is pouring a glass of wine and taking a bubble bath. And all those things are like amazing, of course, and fun. However, like honestly, showing up for yourself has nothing to do with what your appearance look on the outside. It's honestly in the inside. It's going to the gym. It's having a gratitude journal. It's saying a morning prayer. It's journaling your thoughts or your ideas. Like when you put both together, showing up inward and outward, you're literally unstoppable. But when you start to neglect either or, I feel like they show up in different areas of your life. For some, it may be just lack of confidence when going out, or maybe it's in like their work ethic. So this is your daily reminder to stand 10 toes down on taking care of your spiritual, emotional, and physical well-being.